Hello class 9th. As we have already covered our part 1 of chapter 2 The Sound of Music in our previous video, where we have learnt about Evelyn Glennie, that how that girl being disabled fulfilled her dream to be a great musician and she became the great percussionist, right? So यहाँ हम पढ़ने वाले हैं अबाउट द शहनाई मेस्ट्रो बिस्मिल्ला खां. मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि दीज चैप्टर्स आर द लाइफ अकाउंट्स बायोग्राफी ऑफ दीज great musicians. So here in this particular part we are going to learn about a very famous Indian classical musician, or I would say Shehnai Maestro Ustad Bismillah Khan. ठीक है, we will learn how he achieved this unprecedented success because of her hard work, because of his devotion for music, his love for music, and through sheer determination, right? This part actually depicts the life and achievements of this great master of this particular instrument, Shehnai. And his mastery over this instrument did not bring him popularity, and he not only got famous in India but as well as in abroad. He has given remarkable performances throughout the world, right? All over the world throughout his life, right? So we will, after reading this chapter, we will come about his childhood life, about his love for India, especially for the city of Banaras where he has spent his childhood days, and the state of Dumrao, which is in Bihar, his birthplace, right? Then we will also come to know how he set an example of communal harmony, because being a Muslim child, he used to play Shehnai, or he used to sing songs in Hindu temple. So we will come to know that this religious barrier never ever come in his way, right? So he actually set an example of community harmony, right? So, and then we will also come to know about his point of view on music, because as at the end of the chapter he told us that India has a rich classical heritage, so every Indian should teach this classical heritage to his or her child, right? And we will come to know that he is a proud receiver of the highest civilian award, that is the Bharat Ratna. So let's start reading the chapter and let's discover about the life of this great Shehnai Maestro Ustad Bismillah Khan. As we were having a pre-reading section in part 1, here also we are having a pre-reading section. Do you know these people? You can see some pictures here. Can you recognize who all are they? Yes, they all are Indian classical musicians, right? And what instrument are they playing? Can you identify? India has a very rich classical म्यूज़िक हिस्ट्री. सो अगर हम फ्लूट प्लेयर की बात करें, इंडियन क्लासिकल फ्लूट प्लेयर की, तो हमारे मन में सबसे पहला जो नेम आता है दैट इज़ ऑफ हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया, राइट? और इफ़ विल टॉक अबाउट फ्लूट तबला प्लेयर, दैट इज़ ऑफ उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन, राइट? सरोद प्लेयर की बात करें हम, इंडियन क्लासिकल सरोद प्लेयर की, तो हमारे मन में जो सबसे पहला हमारे माइंड में नेम आता है दैट इज़ ऑफ अमजद अली खान. तो इसी तरह से ये सब जो हैं दे आर फेमस म्यूजिशियन, इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिशियन. यही हमें बताया जा रहा है कि अगर हम शहनाई की बात करते हैं तो जो फर्स्ट पिक्चर हमारे माइंड में क्रिएट होती है दैट इज़ ऑफ अ वेडिंग और सेम काइंड ऑफ ओकेज़न, इसी तरह के किसी ओकेज़न के जहाँ पर शहनाई बजाई जाती है. और सेकंड थिंग जो हमारे माइंड में हम इमेजिन करते हैं दैट इज़ द पिक्चर ऑफ उस्ताद बिस्मिल्ला खान प्लेइंग दिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट शहनाई, राइट? द शहनाई मेस्ट्रो. मेस्ट्रो होता है कलाकार. तो अब हम पढ़ेंगे. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. So, as we all are aware that once India was ruled by Mughals, तो उन्हीं में से एक मुग़ल एम्पर हुए हैं औरंगजेब. And he banned, he prohibited, he did not allow a musical instrument named pungi to be played in his royal residence. And what was the reason why he banned this musical instrument? Because it has a very shrill and unpleasant sound, बड़ी sharp और इसकी disliked सी, no one like to listen this music, ऐसी एक unpleasant सी sound ये create करता था. So he बैंड दिस म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट. अब वो पुंगी क्या है यहाँ आप इस पिक्चर में देख सकते हो कि वट काइंड ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट इट वॉज, राइट. सो पुंगी बिकेम द जेनरिक नेम फॉर रिडिड नॉइज मेकर. Generic name होता है name that is given to a class or group, right? And reeded means wind instrument which have reeds like flute or clarinet, right? So any musical which is made with reed or use wind to produce sound like flutes, clarinet, they all classified as pungi. They all classified as noise maker. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. Few होता है almost none. तो no one thought that one day these noise makers, such instruments which have reeds and which need to blow air to create sound, they will be played again as it was once, we know, banned by Aurangzeb. So no one thought that such kind of instruments would be played back and their sound would be liked by the audience, right? A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. But there was a barber, and this barber belonged to a professional musicians, right? He belongs to a family of professional musicians, and he was having access to royal palace. He was having a reach to royal palace. उसकी फैमिली से लोग जो है जाकर रॉयल पैलेस में म्यूजिक बजाते थे. So this barber liked pungi, right? He wanted to play it, but he knew that the sound was unpleasant. So he decided that he will improve the sound. Tonal quality होती है sound. So he decided to improve the sound of this musical instrument. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi, and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. So he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was stronger and broader than the pungi, and he made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. Why he did this? He did this to improve the quality of the sound. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Now after making the holes, he played it. He blew air into the pipe and he closed and opened different holes, and he found that this time it was creating a very melodious and very soft sound, right? So he played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. Now he took the musical instrument that was invented by him to the royal court and he played it in the royal court, and this time everyone liked the sound which was played by this new instrument invented by the barber, right? The instrument so different from the pungi had to be given a new name because this instrument was different in looks as well as it was creating a different kind of sound. So everyone thought that it should be given a new name. It should not be called pungi, right? So as the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chamber and was played by a nai, the instrument was named Shehnai. Now here we come to know how this musical instrument was given the name Shehnai. Actually, according to the story of how this instrument get this name, उस story के according that this instrument was played for the first time in the royal residence in front of the Shah, and it was played by a nai. So Shah stand for Shah and nai stand for the barber who had played it. So in this way the instrument was named Shehnai, right? Sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious. अब जो साउंड थी शहनाई की, इट ऑस्पिशियस होता है प्रॉमिसिंग टू ब्रिंग गुड फॉर्चून, ठीक है, तो शुभ मानी जाने लग गई ये. द साउंड विच वॉज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय शहनाई वॉज कंसिडर्ड टू बी ऑस्पिशियस एंड दैट इज़ वाई इट वॉज प्लेड ऑन गुड ओकेजन्स लाइक weddings or in temples during the religious ceremonies, right? So after that we are coming to know that in the past the Shehnai was part of Nobat. Nobat है group of 9, and here the group of 9 musical instruments, traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts which were being played at the royal court. तो शहनाई फिर बाद में उन 9 musical instruments का part बन गई, उनमें से एक हो गई which were played at the royal courts, right? it became a part of Nobat. And then till recently it was being used, it was used only in temple and weddings. उसके बाद we can find शहनाई being played in temples, weddings at the king's court. और अगर हम बात करें, द क्रेडिट फॉर ब्रिंगिंग दिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑन टू क्लासिकल स्टेज गोज टू उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान. उसके बाद शहनाई इज़ स्टार्टेड बीइंग यूज्ड ऑन स्टेजेस फॉर परफॉर्मेंसेस. और उस चीज़ का अगर हम क्रेडिट किसी को दें, दैट हु ब्रॉट इट this instrument on the stage for performances, that credit goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan, who was a legendary Shehnai player and people wanted to hear him playing Shehnai on the stages, right? तो यहाँ हम इस पर्टिकुलर पोर्शन, चैप्टर के पोर्शन में पढ़ रहे हैं जहाँ हमने पहले पढ़ा कि हाउ इट वाज इन्वेंटेड, कैसे वो पुंगी जो बैन हो गई, इट with some changes it was brought back by a nai and it was given a new name शहनाई. उसके बाद हम शहनाई की जर्नी पढ़ रहे हैं कि किस तरह से पहले ये टेम्पल इसकी साउंड को ऑस्पिशियस काउंट किया गया और ये वेडिंग्स और टेम्पल्स में बजानी शुरू की गई. उसके बाद रॉयल किंग्स का जो है कोर्ट्स का एक पार्ट रही, एंड हाउ देन इट केम टू द स्टेज, एंड द क्रेडिट टू ब्रिंग इट ऑन द स्टेज गोज टू completely goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. As a 5-year-old, यहाँ से हम अब बिस्मिल्लाह खां की जर्नी पढ़ रहे हैं कि कैसे उन्होंने इसको सीखा और what are the achievements, how he brought this instrument on the stage, what kind of achievements he achieved in his life. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient state of Dumrao in Bihar. जब वो 5 साल के बच्चे थे तो ही यूज टू प्ले गिल्ली डंडा. अपने जो उनका डुमराव बिहार में एक स्टेट है जहाँ पर वो पॉन्ड के किनारे जो है ये बच्चों के साथ वो गेम खेलते थे गिल्ली डंडा. ही वुड रेगुलरली गो टू द नियर बाय बिहारी जी टेम्पल टू सिंग द भोजपुरी चैता, एट द एंड ऑफ विच ही वुड अर्न अ बिग लड्डू वेइंग 1.25 kg. अब वो गिल्ली डंडा खेलते थे और साथ ही साथ ही वुड गो टू नियर बाय बिहारी जी टेम्पल एंड ही यूज टू सिंग अ सॉन्ग चैता in Bhojpuri language there. And when he finished reciting this song, he would get a big laddu as a award, and the weight of that laddu was 1.25, and this prize was given to him by a local Maharaj for singing that chaita, right? तो हर रोज़ वो उस रिवॉर्ड के लिए जो है इसको गाते थे. दिस हैपेंड 80 years ago. ये जो रिवॉर्ड उन्हें मिल रहा था 1.25 किलो का लड्डू, ये उन्हें 80 साल पहले की बात है. व्हेन ही वॉज अ स्मॉल किड, ही वॉज 5 years old, एंड द लिटिल बॉय हैज़ ट्रेवल्ड फार टू अर्न द हाईएस्ट सिविलियन अवार्ड इन इंडिया. अब ये हमें यहाँ से अचीवमेंट मिल रही हैं कि कैसे वो 1.25 किलो लड्डू एज अ रिवॉर्ड 80 years पहले, और 80 years की इस जर्नी में the distance which he has covered throughout his life is that after 80 years he achieved the highest civilian award in India, that is the Bharat Ratna, right? Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. He was born on 21st March on 1916, and he was born in a family of musicians who belongs to Bihar, right? His grandfather Rasool Baksh Khan was the Shehnai Niwaz of the Bhojpur Kings court. His father Paigambar Baksh and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Ancestors होता है, paternal ancestors means the ancestor of her father. So he belongs to a musical family. We can say he acquired this skill from his ancestor. His grandfather was a great Shehnai player, and he played Shehnai in the court of Bhojpur king, and his father and all the paternal ancestors were very great Shehnai players, right? The young boy took to music early in life, and at the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. Slowly he started getting lesson in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the bank of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of Shehnai. Now, we learned that when Bismillah Khan was 3 years old, his mother once took him to her parents' house, to her maternal house, right? So his जहाँ पर उसके मामा जो हैं एंड द जो मैटरनल हाउस है दैट इज़ इन बनारस, अभी इसको हम वाराणसी के नाम से जानते हैं, और उसके जो मामा थे ही ऑल्सो प्लेड शेनाई एंड बिस्मिल्ला का अट्रैक्टेड टूवर्ड्स हिम व्हेन ही वाज just a 3 years old child and he also wanted to learn it. Bismillah Khan started going with his uncle Ali Baksh to Vishnu temple in Banaras, जहाँ पर उनकी ड्यूटी थी शहनाई बजाने की. So when Bismillah Khan saw his uncle Ali Baksh play the शहनाई, he would get attracted towards, और वो वहाँ घंटों बैठकर उन्हें सुनते रहते शहनाई बजाते हुए. और gradually he started learning playing the शहनाई and he would started practicing it throughout the day. He never got tired. He was so captivated or interested in learning it that for many years he remained in Banaras and he would visit the temple of Balaji at Mangala Maiya and would remain on the bank of a river where he would practice playing Shehnai by himself. यहाँ हमें पता चलता है कि he was so inspired and motivated by the river Ganga that he tried to improve his performance, and he also invented many ragas that were considered impossible to be produced by a Shehnai. Ustad Bismillah Khan worked hard and invented the different rags with the Shehnai. जो राग पहले कंसिडर्ड किए जाते थे दैट दे कुड नॉट बी प्लेड ऑन शहनाई, ही प्रोड्यूस्ड, ही इन्वेंटेड दैट हाउ ही कुड play those ragas by Shehnai, right? At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. Now when he was of 14 years of age, once he was accompanied his uncle, his mama, to the Allahabad Music Conference. And at the end of his recital, Ustad Faiz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." And after his performance, Ustad Faiz Khan, he was also a renowned classical vocalist. He got impressed by his performance. He patted his back and he said if he would work hard like that, he would make a name in the field of music. With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. And when All India Radio started in 1938 in Lucknow, All India Radio has started his one of his stations in Lucknow in 1938. यहाँ से बिस्मिल्लाह खान को अपना big break मिला. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. And he started performing for the radio, and often his Shehnai performances would be on air. When India gained independence on 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Terrorist with Destiny speech. तो हम उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खां की अचीवमेंट्स को यहाँ से गेस कर सकते हैं दैट ही वॉज द फर्स्ट इंडियन टू ग्रीट द एंटायर नेशन थ्रू हिज शेहनाई ऑन द वेरी मेमोरेबल ओकेजन on 15 August 1947 when India got independence. He played the Shehnai from the Red Fort, and he played the rag which he has played was the Rag Kafi, and he played it in front of the audience like Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. और हम इस बात से भी गेस कर सकते हैं कि how much he has achieved till that the first prime minister gave his famous speech Terrorist with Destiny. Later पहले उस्ताद जी की परफॉर्मेंस हुई और उसके बाद द फर्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज़ गिवन हिज speech, right? Milla Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Taken in by होते fascinated. So Bismillah Khan has performed बहुत सारी उन्होंने मेमोरेबल परफॉर्मेंस दी हैं इन इंडिया एज वेल एज इन अब्रॉड और उन्हीं में से वो अपना बता रहे हैं दैट द फर्स्ट जो विजिट थी उनकी टू अब्रॉड दैट वाज इन पाकिस्तान एंड द किंग ऑफ पाकिस्तान वाज सो फैसिनेटेड was so charmed by his performance that he has been given many gift by the king, priceless gift जिनमें which included Persian carpets or beautiful or priceless things which belongs to Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan was not only the one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. सिर्फ वही एक person नहीं थे who got fascinated by his music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at the festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Even the film directors like Vijay Bhatt, he also got so impressed after he heard him playing at a festival. वो इतने उस म्यूज़िक से fascinated हो गए, इंस्ट्रूमेंट से इतने अट्रैक्ट हो गए that he had given movie of his movie a name after this musical instrument, गूंज उठी शहनाई. The film was a hit. अब ये फिल्म हिट हुई एंड इट वॉज ऑल्सो इंक्लूडिंग वन ऑफ बिस्मिल्लाह खान कॉम्पोजिशन दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया एंड विच टर्न आउट टू बी, और वो जो कॉम्पोजिशन थी वो तो इट टर्न आउट टू बी अ नेशन वाइड चार्ट बस्टर. ये तो रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकर जो है कॉम्पोजिशन प्रूव्ड हुई. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, celluloid होता है old fashioned way of referring to film venture projects, right? तो despite of this huge success in film industry, Bismillah Khan venture in film music were limited to two. He has only given music to two movies. One is Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and the second is Vikram Srinivasa Kannada movie, that is Sanadhi Apna, right? So I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of this film word, he says with emphasis. और उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान स्ट्रेस देते हुए इस बात पर बताते हैं that he did not like the artificial word of films and glamour that was there in the film word. That was why he did not compose music for many movies. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Tahar Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. तो जितने भी ही गोट अ लॉट ऑफ रिकॉग्नाइजेशन एंड ही वॉज ऑनर्ड विद अवार्ड्स. ही परफॉर्म्ड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. उनकी हम अचीवमेंट और सक्सेस का आइडिया यहाँ से लगा सकते हैं दैट ही परफॉर्म्ड इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका एट द लिंकन सेंटर हॉल. इसके अलावा जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ल्ड वाइड ओकेजन्स होते हैं लाइक मॉन्ट्रियल ऑस्ट्रेलिया इन द वर्ल्ड एक्सपोजिशन, ही परफॉर्म्ड एट द कांस आर्ट फेस्टिवल. ही ऑल्सो परफॉर्म्ड एट इन जापान एट द ओसाका ट्रेड फेयर. तो जितने भी इंटरनेशनली बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट ओकेजन्स हैं ही ऑलमोस्ट परफॉर्म्ड एवरीवेयर. He became so well known that even Tehran, which is located in Iran, an auditorium has been named after him, right? National awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. Conferred होता है given to him. So Ustad Bismillah Khan has been given all these national awards, the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes getting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." Right? तो कन्वर्टेड होता है मच डिज़ायर्ड. तो when Ustad Bismillah Khan received Indian highest civilian award Bharat Ratna in the year of 2001, his eyes were shining and he was very happy that his work has been recognized. He gave, and at that particular moment, he gave a message to the country. He told to the Indians to teach music to their children because music is the richest tradition, cultural tradition of India. And he said कि now तो even Western countries wanted to learn India music, so Indian must teach music to their children, right? In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Sahib, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. उन्होंने all over the world travel किया, but still, and he has been given much respect, but he still rooted, he remained rooted. बनारस जहाँ उन्होंने म्यूज़िक सीखा, डुमराव जहाँ वो उनका जन्म हुआ, ब्रोटअप हुए, ये दोनों ही जो वंडरफुल टाउन्स थे वो उनके जीवन का बड़ा अटूट सा हिस्सा रहे. ही वॉज सो डाउन टू अर्थ that he, although he had travelled all over the world, he was attached to his birthplace or the childhood places. A student of his once wanted him to head the Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. अब एक खान साहब का स्टूडेंट था. ही वांटेड कि बिस्मिल्ला खान शुड बी सेट अप अ शहनाई स्कूल इन यूएसए. ही शुड बी द हेड ऑफ दैट शहनाई स्कूल विच ही वांटेड टू इस्टेब्लिश इन यूएसए. ही प्रॉमिस दैट ही वुड रिक्रिएट द टेम्पल ऑफ बनारस इन अमेरिका सो दैट उस्ताद जी शुड नॉट मिस इट. बट उस्ताद बिस्मिल्ला खान ने बहुत अटैच थे इन सब चीज़ों से, रिवर गंगा से, तो उन्होंने अपने स्टूडेंट से पूछा कि वुड ही एबल टू ट्रांसपोर्ट रिवर गंगा ऑल्सो टू अमेरिका. So what he wanted to say that he could not leave India. He was attached not only to temple of Banaras but also to the holy river of Ganga. Later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga, and while in Banaras, I miss the unique matha of Dumrao. तो उस्ताद जी बताते हैं कि वेन एवर, ये रीज़न है कि वेन एवर ही विजिटेड एनी फॉरेन कंट्री लॉन्ग टू सी इंडिया, ही वांटेड टू रिटर्न इंडिया. एंड वो कहते हैं कि वेन ही रिमेन्स इन मुंबई, तो उनको बनारस जाने की इच्छा और गंगा रिवर को देखने की इच्छा होती है. और वेन ही इज़ बनारस ही मिस्ड हिज बर्थ प्लेस डुमराव एंड द मठ वेयर ही सैंग चैता and was rewarded with the laddu of 1.25 kg weight by the Maharaja, right? So Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. तो वो एक कल्चर हारमोनी का भी एग्जाम्पल है. यहाँ हम कह रहे हैं कि एक रिच कल्चरल हेरिटेज है इंडिया का, और उनका जो वर्क है वो बिल्कुल रिलीजियस बैरियर से हटकर है. ही वॉज अ मुस्लिम, ही बिलोंग टू अ मुस्लिम फैमिली, ही वॉज अ स्ट्रिक्ट मुस्लिम, बट स्टिल एवरी मॉर्निंग उनका म्यूज़िक के लिए प्यार इतना है कि वो रिलीजियस बैरियर्स जो है उनको कभी भी उनके काम में नहीं आए. And he every morning he would play the Shehnai at Kashi Vishwanath temple, which was a Hindu temple. This show that he did not have the barrier of religion in his mind, and he was a true Indian, and he considered music to be the India's richest cultural heritage. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after the prolonged illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day national mourning. उस्ताद बिस्मिल्ला खान जो हैं वो बड़ी लॉन्ग टाइम तक वो बीमार रहे, एंड देन ही डाइड. फाइनली ही डाइड ऑन 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 at Varanasi only, and the entire country mourned the death of this legendary musician. There was a holiday declared by the government and he was given a state funeral. तो ये सब हमने पढ़ा उनके इस लेजेंडरी म्यूजिशियन के बारे में। अब हम जल्दी से एक क्विक रिवीजन ले लेते हैं कि क्या क्या हमने पढ़ा है। वी लर्न दैट औरंगजेब बैंड पुंगी और शहनाई रिप्लेस्ड पुंगी, क्योंकि इसकी एक शर्ल प्लेजेंट अनप्लेजेंट साउंड थी, तो उस पुंगी को शहनाई ने रिप्लेस किया। पुंगी टोनल क्वालिटी जो है इट वॉज इम्प्रूव्ड बाय अ नाई ऑफ शाह एंड हेंस इट इज़ नेम्ड शहनाई। उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान जो हैं वो एक शहनाई मास्ट्रो हैं। बिस्मिल्लाह खान ने म्यूज़िक बड़ी अर्ली लाइफ में 3 इयर्स की लाइफ में ही सीखना शुरू कर दिया इन द कंपनी ऑफ हिज मामा। देन ही यूज़ टू सिंग चैता एट बिहारी जी टेम्पल, और उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस की शहनाई विष्णु टेम्पल एंड मंगाला मैया टेम्पल ऑफ वाराणसी में। फिर उनकी लाइफ जो है वो सोर्स ऑफ सिंप्लिसिटी और कॉम्युनल हारमनी का एक सोर्स है। एक बीइंग अ मुस्लिम बॉय, he used to play music in the Hindu temple, so he is a source of simplicity and communal harmony. He got his big break with the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. He also played Shehnai on one of the most important occasions, that is of 15 August 1947 at Red Fort in the presence of Pandit Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. फिर हमने पढ़ा कि बिस्मिल्लाह खान ने बड़ी मेमोरेबल परफॉर्मेंसेस दी हैं इंडिया में और अब्रॉड में। इसके अलावा उन्होंने म्यूज़िक दिया 2 मूवीज़ में, गूंज उठी शहनाई और सुना थी अपना। Then we have found that he was so fond to his motherland, Banaras, and the holy river Ganga that he refused an offer to be given by a student to be the head of Shehnai school in USA. फिर हमने पढ़ा कि 2001 में he was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, and he passed away at the age of 90 on 21st August 2000 at 6 at Varanasi. तो ये हमारा पार्ट 2 था, जिसमें हमने बिस्मिल्लाह खान की लाइफ अकाउंट को पढ़ा है कि कैसे वो एक बच्चे से जो है एक 5 ईयर का बच्चा जिसको एक लड्डू रिवॉर्ड मिल रहा था, वहाँ से उन्होंने कितनी लंबी जर्नी जो है इस शहनाई के साथ इस म्यूज़िकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट को आगे लाते हुए, हाउ मच अचीवमेंट्स ही हैव अचीव्ड इन हिज लाइफ, किस तरह से वो भारत रत्न के अवार्ड तक पहुँचे हैं और किस तरह से उन्होंने इस म्यूज़िकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट को इतनी पॉपुलैरिटी दिलवाई है भारत में भी और अब्रॉड में भी। तो दिस वॉज आवर चैप्टर द साउंड ऑफ म्यूज़िक। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड बोथ द पार्ट्स and you will able to solve the exercises and you will able to write the answers of the questions whichever will be asked to you related to these both parts, right? Textual questions के जो answer हैं that will be provided to you in the form of PDF, so copy it in your notebooks. We will meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye bye.